He's the only player in NBA history, other than Hall of Famer Oscar Robertson, to average both 20 points and 8 assists per game.
Where do you think you rank amongst point guards in the NBA?
I'm the best point guard in the NBA.
He's the highest paid player on the team with the highest payroll in league history. But last season was the most tumultuous of Stephon Marbury's 10-year NBA career. He was portrayed as the petulant point guard who clashed with coach Larry Brown and found himself unable to change the flagging fortunes of basketball's most highly compensated last-place team. Now, Marbury says he's trying to change the world, not with his play, but with the Starbury 1, his new signature basketball shoe, priced at $14.98.
Okay, Mr. Marbury, come on out.
Marbury recently visited a Brooklyn Boys and Girls Club not far from where he grew up, where he told his young fans they no longer need to spend well over $100 for a basketball shoe endorsed by an NBA star.
I understand how hard it is for parents to basically go out and get certain things, for their kids. Because I was in that situation. You know what I'm saying? $200 for some sneakers, my mother's like, that's groceries for the month.
Marbury grew up here, in Coney Island, where his parents scraped to keep 7 children fed and clothed. A place where kids with hoop dreams had to have kicks that matched their game.
Why are kids who grow up like you in the hood willing to spend $180?
Because we always want what we can't have.
He recently returned to his old neighborhood to give the kids a sneak preview of the Starbury 1.
How much do they cost? $14.98. I wish somebody would have did what I'm doing for me when I was younger.
Marbury, whose NBA jersey has been among the top 5 sellers nationally over the last 3 years, is now trying to carve a niche into the $20 billion athletic footwear retail market.
We're trying to become the monster. We're trying to become the monster of the sneaker world. And we like that people don't like that. We live for that.
You won't see flashy television ads for this shoe, and you won't find it in mainstream footwear stores. The shoes and a similarly priced line of Starbury apparel are only available at one retailer, an emerging low-cost specialty store called Steve & Barry's, with over 140 locations nationwide.
It's not about the money with Steph, it's about the kids.
You hear that a lot from professional athletes and their handlers. It's not about the money, it's about the kids. Why is this any different?
It really is about the kids. I mean, we didn't pay Steph anything up front.
What's the difference between your shoe retailing for $14.98 and a Jordan shoe that we can get for $180?
Nothing. Just the price. The shoe that we're creating is the same shoe that everyone else is creating. If you cut the shoe down the middle, it'll do the same thing.
According to Rocketfish, the group that designed the shoe, the Starbury 1 is the technological equal of high-performance basketball shoes the company previously engineered for Nike, Reebok, and others.
We were a little skeptical because the price is a lot lower than most of the stuff we work on. So we were really impressed with what they were able to pull together, and they really realized the design. And I think it's an amazing sneaker, especially for $15.
Which is a bigger selling point, your name or the price point?
The price point.
Marbury says he was given creative control over the shoe, that it has met his exacting requirements and held up during his rigorous court tests, and he will wear it in NBA games this season.
What risk do you take by putting these sneakers on your feet in an NBA game?
Risk? I told you 3 times that the sneakers are the same shoes that's made over there with all the other sneakers that's $200. What risk are you talking about, man?
Are people in the hood going to play in the sneaker? Can it withstand a durable, go at it 3-on-3, 5-on-5, full court, no blood, no foul kind of basketball game?
Dee Wells is marketing director at Soul Collector, a magazine that caters to fanatical sneakerheads, aficionados who make their shoes a lifestyle.
All of a sudden it's going to tell the other big dogs, the Nikes, the Adidases, the Reeboks, the Pumas, Alessi, Diodora, Lotto, all those other companies who are out there to say, you know what, we've been shucking and jiving people for a long time. We've been taking some money out of their hands, and now they're paying more attention to this Starbury. That's $14.98, and we're charging them what? $100, $150, or $250. Why?
ESPN requested interviews with Nike, Adidas, and Reebok to explain their pricing philosophy. Nike declined. Reebok and Adidas never responded.
How much does it cost to manufacture a pair of sneakers that Stephon Marbury or LeBron James would wear in an NBA game?
Less than $14.98.
A shoe is a shoe. If it's built the right way, it's just a shoe.
So why are we paying almost $200 for it if a shoe is a shoe?
You got to do some in-depth research and try to find out about that. And then
Could you sell this Marbury shoe for $75 if you wanted?
Clearly.
Aaron Patton spent 6 years as head of the Jordan brand for Nike. He has now switched gears, serving as the marketing mastermind of the Starbury line.
What really winds up happening is, the fancy TV commercials and marketing and everything else that gets baked into the cost of the good, exceeds, the price that really took to manufacture it.
To some, expensive designer sneakers confer status. That consumer is the lifeblood of boutique sneaker stores like Dave's Quality Meat in New York.
Kids have a perceived value of something being cool if it's a little more expensive. Whereas if you sold them something for $14.99 or $14.98, would it have the same value of something that was $150? So it's kind of, unless it's the performance of the shoe is through the roof, I don't know. It's skeptical.
Hey, how you doing?
How you doing?
All right.
When the shoe was launched earlier this month, the excitement, at least in New York City, was palpable.
So nice what you did for family.
Yes, thank you. I can afford these shoes, man.
Why hasn't this happened before? Why hasn't another NBA player come out and produced a sneaker for $14.98?
I don't know. I mean, me, I'm used to standing alone.
I think now you're going to see a lot of athletes say, wait a second, is there another way to do this? And I think you'll have some others who look at opportunities to do something that helps them sleep a little better at night.
Cynics may wonder if this is a calculated attempt by Marbury to rescue his compromised image.
It's a great thing that we're doing, and I'm really not worried about being viewed from this or some people say, oh, you trying to switch your image up. My image what? I don't have to switch my image up. I'm going to be real. I'm going to always speak the truth.
After the winter and spring of his discontent, Marbury calls this the best summer of his life. And while he knows how much it would mean to New Yorkers if he can transform his horrific hometown Knicks into champions, he also understands this project could have even more of an impact.
We got to try to get other people to try to do what we're doing, because what we're doing is the right thing. I'm not saying that what they're doing is wrong. It's just I feel like what we're doing is right.
Mother not here.